So welcome back, coders. Remember, just remember this. Keep on coding, never give up. The journey is slow, but the fruits are good. So now in this video, we're going to talk about React events. React events. Now, events, the React events are just like HTML DOM events. So React can perform actions based on our user events. So maybe the events which can happen usually are events like a click, a change, or a mouse over. So now we are going to talk about the syntax of adding events in HTML and React are different due to some factors. But I'm going to show you the way you add on events in React. So let's first create some class. Probably let's create our component. Let's create a football component. Now we're going to call function football. Now this component is going to do some simple things. It will alert whether someone has made a shot or not. Like someone has shot something. So we're going to make our football component open. Now in our football component is going to be simple. It's going to just return a button. Someone clicks the button, it will take a shot. Like the action of someone clicking a button will be taking a shot, then it will alert us whether the person has made a good shot or a fake shot. So let's return something. We're going to return a button. This function component is seen. This football component is going to just return a button. So we're going to make our button. Then I can close my button. And then the words which are going to be in my button are simple. It's just going to tell the person to take the shot. Meaning when someone shoot. When someone clicks, it's like as if it's taking a shot. It's going to tell someone to take the shot. Now, to write an on-click event in React, what I will do, I will just put on click. Then I will I'll open my curly brackets. Now, every time you see curly brackets, it's like someone is going to put in some JavaScript code. Now, the on-click event, it requires a function. That's what it requires. When it's clicked, the on-click event just requires you give it a function. So when a click happens, it will call that function, and that function is executed. So now we have to create that function which are going to pass to our on-click event. So I'll say const will equal to short. So I'm going to call the function short. Now I'll put that equal like that. Then I'll put my function. Now this function is simple. What this function will do, it will just give us an alert. And the alert which it's going to give us is simple. The alert is just going to tell the person great. The alert is just going to say great shot. That's what the alert is going to say. Great shot, simply that. So then I have to pass my function to the on-click event. So I'll pass the short function. I save. Now if everything is well, the button should appear here. Now I have not passed the football component to the render. So I need to pass my football component. So football/save. I come back here, the button should now appear. So when I click the button, you can see that the function is executed and great shot appears. It's alerted onto the website. Now, you could also pass arguments. This function necessarily does not mean that I cannot pass arguments. The reason why I did not call the function, when you put those brackets, it's like you're calling the function. But remember, I'm just passing to this on-click event a function, and it will call it itself. It means that the on-click event is one that is going to add those brackets to call the function itself. Now, we are going to do this. Well, what if we wanted to pass an argument to the what? To that function. So let's say we want to pass an argument. Let's call it A. That's the argument we want to pass to this function. And then we want to alert that whatever argument we pass to the function. So then, if that's the argument we want to pass to the function, now in this case we cannot call this function by putting the brackets and probably entering our argument which we are going to pass to it, like goal, which just implies that the goal has been scored. This on-click events, it needs a function that is not terminated. It just needs a function. So it means that we're going to give it a function. But that function that we give it is going to return this short function, which is already called. When you put these brackets, remember you're calling the function. So it means that here we're going to create a simple arrow function. We're just going to create a simple arrow function. Now this simple arrow function here that we have created, what it does, it's given to the onClick event without it being called. Now the onClick event will call this function. When the onClick event calls this function will return the short function and call it itself, and then it will be able to paste our things onto the screen. So if we come here, so it says goal, and you can take a shot, and you can see that now goal is being alerted. Goal is being alerted onto the screen. Now, event handlers have access to the React event, the React event triggered the React event that triggered the function. So it means that this function of ours, it has access to the event that triggered it. So if the click event triggers it, this function will have access to the click event, the information about which event has called me. So this function will have access. If the mouse over is the one that called it, it will also have access to the mouse over. So now how do we get access to the event? So to get access to the event, this function here that we pass into the event, there's an event variable that we can pass into it. So it means that this function here, when it calls this function, it's going to pass in our event. It will be the one to fill in for us that function event. So if it's not going to fill for us this function event, it means that now, since this function will have access to the event, now we need to make our short function to have access to the event. So to make our function have access to the event, we can put comma, and we pass to it event. Now, since our short function has access to the event, we come back to our short function here. Now we need to also give a comma and have access to the event. Because remember, this short function initially we are not defined two arguments as the requirement. So it means that we need to put the space for the second argument, which is the event, as the requirement. So then we can now pass to the alert our second argument. Let's not call it event, let's call it B. Our second argument, then we save. So when you come back to our browser and then we click take the shot, you can see that object has been passed into, has been alerted. Now, what does this object mean? Remember the event which is passed into our function here, that is called by the onClick event. This event that is passed is an object. It has different things in the object. Now, if I want to see the type of event that passed it, I can just say the event.type, which will tell me which type of event actually called that function. So if I take the shot, you can see that the type of event that called the function is a click event. So that is how you have access to the event object. So that is all I had for you for React events. So thank you for watching. Remember, keep on coding, and you will make it at the end. The fruits and the end are sweet, though you may not be able to see the far road ahead. Thank you for coding. Keep on coding. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.